Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Lightning Gaming. So guys, in this video we are going to be taking a look at the Hunter pet you can currently get from the Sacred Hunt event in Conan Exiles. Now this time I decided to do things a little bit different. So this time we will be leveling up two of these pets. One we will be focusing only on vitality, trying to get as much hit points as possible. And for the other one we are going to be focusing on strength, trying to get the highest amount of damage possible from this pet. Now if you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate that. Okay, so these are the two hunter pets we are going to be using. If I go into the stats of the one on the left, you will notice that this one does have a 88% growth chance in strength. So this is the one we are going to be leveling up only in strength to get as much damage as possible. And if I go over to the one on the right side and show you his stats, you will see that this one has a 88% growth chance in vitality. So for this one we are going to be trying to get the most hit points possible and see how many we can come up with. Now first off, before we go and level them up, I just quickly want to show the new players where to find one of these pets. Now the only way you can get one of these pets is if the Sacred Hunt event is active in Conan Exiles. It is active at the moment, so if you want to grab one of these guys, now is the perfect time. To find the Sacred Hunt event, you simply need to look for this giant beam of light, and once you see that, you just want to make your way over there. You are gonna need to complete a few hunts because you are gonna need a bunch of gnawed fangs to be able to buy one of these pets. And if we go to this merchant right over here and scroll all the way down to the bottom, you are gonna see the Where Hyena Hunter over here for 250 fangs. So overall it's not too expensive, but it is gonna take a little bit of grinding if you want to find one with good stats. Alright, so now that I showed you all of that, now we are gonna go and level up these were hyenas. So for the first one, I'm gonna give this one Feral Flash, and the reason I'm giving him Feral Flash is because of that extra plus 14% to level up in vitality. So this is gonna be the one that we are gonna be trying to get as much hit points as possible. And for the other Hyena or the other hunter, if I go into his inventory, you will see that I did give him a Beastmail Flash. And this food is gonna give him an extra plus 14% to level up in strength. If I go into his stats over here, there you can see it. So both of these have a growth chance of more than 100%, which means we can get 2 attribute points anytime we level them up. So now that I have their food, now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna level them up, and I'm just gonna show you their stats afterwards. Okay, so after leveling them up to level 20, let's first take a look at the one that I leveled up in vitality. I ended up with 38 points in vitality, which is very good, but you can actually get it up to 40. I also got the extra plus 25 points in vitality because of perks. Just keep in mind that I did use a bunch of Elixir of Rebirths, and the total amount of hit points on this pet is 24,100, which is extremely high. Now let's take a look at the other one. So for the other one, I ended up with 37 points into strength, a little bit lower than the vitality one. And then also we got a total of 14,000 hit points, so still good hit points even though I leveled this one in strength. And then we also got a plus 10 points into strength and plus 15 points into vitality because of the perks. Once again, I did use Elixir of Rebirth to get the stats. Now before we test them out, let me quickly show you how much hit points I get on these with the well-trained perk. So first up, the vitality one, we got this one up to a total of 31,380 hit points, which is extremely high, especially for this pet, I would say. Now if I go over to the strength one and I let him follow me with the well-trained perk, you will see even though I leveled this one up in strength, it still have a total hit points of 21,216, which is also very high for pets in Conan Exiles. But now for the great question, how much damage is this pet actually gonna do? So first off, I'm gonna start with the one I leveled up in strength. Now I will be giving both these pets exactly the same food and buffs. The food is gonna be the cooked pork strips. Reason for this is because this is gonna allow the pet to heal up very quickly during the fight. And then the two buffs, just like all the other pets I showed you, is once again gonna be the Elixir of Might and the salted pork, each adding a strength weapon damage of plus 15%. And now the buffs I'm gonna be using is first gonna be the Tears of Gula for that follower damage of plus 12%, and then also the Cooked Dogfish giving me another follower damage of plus 12%. The armor is once again gonna be the Kite and Slaver armor crafted by a Sealed Rite, each piece giving me a follower damage of plus 12. Okay, so now that this pet is ready, that get all his buffs, I also use the follower buffs. Now let's go and take a look at how much damage he will do and if he's worth getting for damage at all. So there we go, we've got the white tiger over here, the free skull tiger. Let's see how much damage this pet does. Alright, there we go, he's aggro to the tiger. Okay, so right from the first hit you can already see that this pet does a lot of damage compared to some of the other pets in Conan Exiles. Overall it's not looking bad, especially because he does have this huge amount of hit points with this kind of damage and also causing a little bit of bleed damage. He is actually very OP, I would say. But later in this video we will be checking out how he does against the arena champion as well, just for the fun. But he's easily able to take down the white tiger without any problem at all. Now I'm gonna do the same test, but this time with the one with the high amount of vitality, and we will check if there's any big difference when it comes to the total damage. Okay, so I gave him exactly the same buffs, everything is exactly the same. Except of course this one have a lot less points into strength and a lot more hit points than the previous one. So let's see if we can spot any big difference when it comes to the damage. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you can see a little bit of a difference, but honestly it's not that much. So my personal opinion would be to, if you are gonna get one of these pets, rather go for hit points, but that is just me. I know you might disagree with that, let me know down in the comments what you think. But even though I only leveled this one up in vitality, he's still able to take down the white tiger pretty fast. Now because of the huge amount of hit points and also because he's able to do a decent amount of damage, I decided to use this one for the test against the arena champion. So we will see how good he does, if he can actually do a decent amount of damage against the arena champion, and at the same time we will also be seeing how many hits he can take before he goes down. Alright, so we are over at the Warmaker's Dungeon, ready to fight the arena champion. I did give this pet all his buffs, so now let's go and see how much damage he's gonna do. And also how much damage he can take. There we go, he's aggroed. Alright, there we go. So because the arena champion have such a huge amount of armor, like you can see the pet isn't doing a lot of damage at all. He is however doing that bleed damage, and still he does manage to do a little bit of damage over there. But I mean, because of the huge amount of hit points, you can easily use this pet to tank all the damage from the arena champion while you simply take her out. But yeah guys, overall I think this is a great pet, and I'm definitely gonna get some of these for my official server. Let me know down in the comments what you think, but I actually think this one will be pretty decent in purchase as well. Just because he has such a huge amount of hit points and also because he does a good amount of damage. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Thank you everyone for watching. If you are new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe. But until next time guys, cheers, see ya.